Hi everyone, so we're back in Botswana, and in this episode we have just left Khwai, which is an area just on the end of the Okavango Delta. And in this episode we head for Chobe. It was truly spectacular, and I highly recommend you go back and watch our previous episodes, which will show you some epic wildlife sightings and game drives.
Turn left on Transit Road.
And here we're entering the Chobe National Park through the Mababi Gate.
Arriving at Magotho National, Pennsylvania, then right.
Mababi Gates going into Chobe. We had originally planned to take the Sandridge Road out, however we decided to take the Savuti Marsh Road, which was actually very stunning, very flat, vast scenery, really nice and really flat. Often this route can be flooded, so we were lucky to be able to take this way. And we were so pleased that we managed to spot a cheetah lying in the shade, just relaxing.
Oh wow, you're filming it.
Yeah. The road condition out was actually very good. A few corrugations here and there and soft patches of sand. However, very manageable and enjoyable. And we see a leopard tortoise just crossing the road. He wasn't really moving out the way, so we just moved him to the side of the road so that he wouldn't get run over. All the time being very conscious and aware, because all this area is still filled with wild animals.
And the tortoise, did you see the line lying under the tree? That's what I'm just thinking, funny how there's that yellow bush.
I know, I did have a quick look round, but So easy to miss, huh?
Yeah.
And that's the rocky outcrop that marks the end of the ridge road just over there on the horizon. That's the route we were going to take, but decided to try the marsh road instead. So here on the map you can see where we left the edge of the Okavango Delta there, through the Mababi Gate, but then we took this road which literally skirts the outside of the Savuti Marsh.
Same grass. Right there.
There you can see the hills in the distance, which is quite different to the area that we just travelled through, which was very, very flat. Here we're just crossing the steel bridge which goes over the Savuti River, or the Savuti Channel. Just caught up with a trio of overlanding vehicles which we passed around so that we could lead the way and not be eating their dust. Bumps. So you can see lots of corrugations along this stretch of the road. And then we go through the Gohan North Gate. So this is the Goa Gate. And you can see the road conditions have changed again, and it's back to the red, very deep sand. This little fella jumped in the window and hitched a ride with us. Little grasshopper. Very long, soft, sandy, bouncy roads. This road was a sure test for the suspension. Very uneven and soft. First gear most of the way and scraping the underbelly plate.
So they're changing the colour of sand. Red to white, yeah? Second gear at last.
So we drove for many hours and then we finally reached this village called Kachikau. And just as you enter the village there's a big baobab tree, so we just stopped there to have a little look at that. These are just truly amazing trees and they're many hundreds of years old. I do recommend you go back and look at our Chobe Island episode where we'll show you plenty of these baobab trees. Good opportunity to just stop and stretch the legs, have a drink after the many hours on the road. Yes, please. Gasping. Cheers.
Fences. Yeah, now.
Then there was tar. Smooth as velvet.
Yeah. I need hair.
We'd been told that the journey would take us roughly 10 hours, but by taking the Savuti Marsh Road and the conditions being very good, we actually did it in 7.5 hours. We arrived at Chobe Big 5 Safari Lodge, which is just past Kasane and just before Kazangula. And it had been so hot on the journey to the lodge. Our first priority was to go for a dip in the pool, but we were slightly disappointed to see how green it was. However, that didn't stop Scott going in because it was so hot. It just needed a refreshing dip. And after a little chill out around the pool, having a cool beer, we headed over to the river to have a look and to chuck a line. Really enjoyable, relaxing afternoon after a long journey from Khwai. And after having no luck on the riverside fishing, we booked a boat to take us out on the river early the next day to have a go for some tiger fish.
But it's a heavy tackle.
The line is thin here. This is just the leader.
Okay.
Prefer the smaller one.
No. What I'm saying is, I prefer to cast. I prefer one should put the small one, one should put the big one.
Okay.
We try both. Eh?
Right. Do you want the small one or big one?
I'll start with the small one. So we went up and down the Chobe River on the boat, and the opposite side there is Namibia. So we're in Namibia on this side.
Namibia.
Yeah. So that was a lovely excursion out on the river fishing. We didn't catch a single fish, but we headed back to the lodge to chill out. This is the bar area and restaurant. We had a lovely meal that night in the restaurant. Decided to treat ourselves after all the camping we'd been doing. Very good food. And this is the next morning. Just a little look around our camp. Lots of flowers and trees all around each camp, which makes it very nice. And you have your own individual ablution block with a shower, toilet and washing area. Time to leave Chobe Big 5. And we made our way along the road into Zimbabwe, where we will visit Victoria Falls. So do join us in the next episode and we'll show you some footage of Victoria Falls. And onward to our next destination, Khwai National Park. Do remember to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification and you will be reminded of when we put up the next episode. Thank you for joining us and we hope to see you next time at Vic Falls and Robin's Camp in Khwai National Park.